Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing super well. Welcome to the live. Hello, hello. Today's live video is going to be a pick a crystal reading for the Capricorn full moon on June 24th. I am so, excuse me, so excited. So excited for this full moon because it's the first full moon after a crazy Mercury retrograde. So I'd love to hear, how are you guys feeling? Hi, Kira. Let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear. And I'm just going to kind of go over how I do these readings. So I got this idea to do these readings every single month for you guys after getting so many of you guys saying, Shika, like, I really enjoy it. I really love being able to hold space and to really know what is expected for me for this full moon. So you're going to be able to pick intuitively the crystal that you align with. I will channel any questions, any things that you need to know for this full moon. And I'm just really excited. It's going to be great. Super happy you're feeling blessed and you're excited for this. I'm so excited as well. It's going to be so beautiful. Retrograde is actually over. It starts to ease after Summer Solice, which, by the way, if you guys don't know, I am going to be hosting a Summer Solice Healing Circle, and that information's in the community post, so you can go check it out. But yeah, I'm just feeling super aligned today. I usually like to do happy before I do healings, if I feel called to, or whenever I do card readings for you guys. And I felt called to use the Happy Ioana Tribe one. It's a plant medicine. And I actually teach people how to use it throughout my healings as well. So sacred. And I'm already feeling the medicine sit into to prepare me to do this reading. If it's your first time here, welcome. I'm Chica. And I do videos weekly. I do these moon videos every single month, energy updates, which if you missed it, you can check out the energy update down below. You can also check out the live healing that will be hosted at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Almost had a brain fart there. 8 p.m. Eastern Time on June 24th. And I'm really excited for it. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Angie. Nice to see you guys. Hey, everyone. Let me know how you guys are feeling today. Mercury retrograde is a thing. Like, I usually don't talk about Mercury retrograde. Welcome, Angie. Happy birthday, Angie. That's amazing. Happy birthday, love. Sending you so many blessings. But I usually don't go crazy about retrograde, but this one is hitting me. Like, it is hitting, and it might be just because my moon sign is Leo. Sorry, my moon sign. Yeah, my moon sign is Leo. And it's just like, I'm just so introverted. Like, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. If you don't, you can follow me there. I get to see more of me besides just like the recording stuff. And I've just been getting hit. Like, I feel like I'm in a boxing match and I'm just like, they're not even waiting for me to get up. Like, Mercury retrograde's like bam, 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 bam. But they're amazing, beautiful like lessons. It's just been crazy. Like, let me know in the comment section, has anything crazy been happening for you? For me, the emotion of anger has been coming up so much. And I've been just like pillow screaming and releasing so much and just listening to that part of my masculine. Wow, it's been beautiful though, too. So super excited. Grab some tea and snacks if you guys haven't, because do it. I have my whole thing set up. I have my sage. This is huge. Look at my head. I got my sage that I sage the space for you guys. I have my incense burning, my crystals, which I will show you guys, and we will do a crystal meditation to choose the one that we feel aligned with. So let's get started with our reading. Let's look at the crystals that we have for today. For everyone who's, I'm just like looking at you guys. Hi, everyone. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Julie. Hello. Hello, all the newbies. So nice to see you guys. And I love how everyone's like so emotional. I know it is crazy, but surrender to that. I know it's so hard for myself, but you got to surrender. We got to surrender to it. Spirit wants us to, right? So yeah, it's so big. Can you explain the different sages and its meaning? So I could do a video on that because that's like a whole other thing. I do have a video though, Keisha, on smudging, and I talk about smudging and the different ones that I use. I love sage. I love copal, which I haven't talked about. I will talk about that in that video when I create it. Sweetgrass, I love it. So happy, great energy. And I actually grew up with sweetgrass with my mom. She used it a lot in our household for my siblings. So yeah, it's been really, really great. Hello, hello. Haven't been able to sleep. Yes. Feeling that, sleeping, big issues. Yes, definitely. I would highly suggest putting amethyst underneath your pillow, clear quartz, or blue baby selenite. It's really great for sleeping, and it will bring this angelic energy to help you sleep throughout this crazy download time. So let's choose our crystals, guys. So our crystals we have today, I chose 4. It was interesting because I was looking at my crystal collection and I was like, wow, I keep on choosing someone. So obviously, as you guys seen from the energy updates, it's like we just keep getting deeper and deeper into those lessons the past 3 full moons with the eclipse season and everything. And it just makes sense why they asked us to choose these crystals today, okay? Totally feeling angry pants here. I feel you, girl. I feel you so much. So our first crystal we have, let's choose our crystals. We have our Pyrite. So just fill into, we will meditate for a little bit to see which one we align with. We have Tourmaline. I've been using this a lot with a lot of my healings. And it was one of the first crystals when I looked at my deck. I was like, which one am I going to use for you guys today? And this one was like, you got to use it. So I'm using this one. We have rose quartz. This is huge. I have so many rose quartz around my house. It's so nice. I love putting them beside my plants too to give loving energy. It's super cool. And I love it too because you guys can't see, but I'm in my sunroom and in every window I just see greenery. It's beautiful. I'm so grateful. Definitely why I've been filming more videos in this room. I originally loved my Zen den. I do my healings there. But here, the energy is so beautiful, and I love bringing you guys into the space. The other one we have is some selenite, cleansing energy. Beautiful. So I'm going to put my phone on Do Not Disturb so people don't disturb me while we're doing this beautiful thing. So let's go in and do a meditation. I love to meditate just to tune in out of all the crystals that you saw, which one you feel aligned with. And I'm just going to get some sound bowl music to bring us to our body, to ourself for a little bit. Okay. So let's say, what do we have here? Let's use this one. I think it's on. Yeah. So you're just going to close your eyes with me, and we're just going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out. Oh. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Oh. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Oh. Just relaxing the shoulders, the neck. Just feeling this grounding energy, bringing ourselves back into our body and just into our breath. This might be the deepest breaths you've taken all week. Being kind to your mind, to your body, to your energy, of everything that has come throughout this whole month, throughout Mercury retrograde. And out of all the crystals that we looked at, pyrite, tourmaline, rose quartz, selenite, just breathing into the womb, into the sacral, into the stomach, focusing on the third eye. Just asking your intuition what crystal you feel called to connect with today. Just staying away from the mind and just going with the body, trusting in this intuition. Beautiful. Just thanking your body for this message, thanking your intuition to guiding you to the right crystal or crystals that you felt called to. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. A sigh and exhale out through the mouth. Another deep breath in, holding your breath here. And release, exhaling out. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Beautiful. So that was us just choosing your crystal. Let me know, guys, in the comment section what crystal, maybe it was the same crystal that you got connected with and that was a confirmation for you. Love it. Happy that you guys caught the live for all those live. Let us start with the crystal closest to me. So we're going to start with the Pyrite group. Pyrite, this is your reading for this Capricorn full moon, June 24th. I always feel called to certain ones. Pyrite. Love it. Let's see what messages we have today. What messages do we have for Pyrite group for this full moon in Capricorn? I love it. And don't be afraid if you see the one that maybe more than one group that you're connected with. Okay, so I'm going to start with these cards and we're going to see what we align with here. So you guys got a lot of beautiful cards. The first one, and I always say when it flies out, my first card that I always pull for each group is always like kind of like the card that sets the tone of your reading. So the first card that you guys got is an 11 cards. If ones have been something big for you, new beginnings in your life right now, and you've just been like, you've been working hard, but you're also exhausted. Like you've just been exhausted with this new project that you've been creating. When I say project, because I know this is a reading for everyone, I'm not just saying like business. I'm talking about like maybe some personal goals that you have for yourself, whether it is to be healthier, whether it is to just like isolate with yourself and take time to reflect on just everything that's been going on. Pyrite is fool's gold. It has a lot to do with abundance and finances as well, which I'll get into later on. But the first thing I want to share is by the book. And I love this because number one, you guys have the energy of the elephant. The elephant in a lot of spiritual stasis and also in just religions as well. It means luck, right? And we have 3 elephants. We have a big one and a small one here, and they're all following. So what I'm trying to say is I think you're one of those people that tend to go by the book. Like you don't like to, you're kind of scared to go outside of the box. And I think what this Capricorn full moon and also Mercury retrograde is like, things are not working the way that you like it to be. Like you've had to really shift it a lot, whether it's taking some time off work, whether it is, you know, not planning things the way that you expected it to be. It's not what you, like everything that you wanted in your life is not happening with those projects. And what this card is telling you is don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be that person who's going book by everything that's happening. New beginnings are meant for us to make mistakes. It's meant for us to learn. It's meant for us to kind of connect with what we need to do in order for us to receive in the manifestations. I do want to remind you guys that the Summer Solice is coming up. And I am creating a meditation healing circle on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So if you are in a space of abundance and cultivating and you are judging yourself, because Pyrite group, I am feeling that, like you're getting mad that things are not working as planned, you need to be more flexible for you to be successful. You need to be more flexible in order for you to attain the money that you want. And money has been definitely a discussion in my healings with you guys. And just like when I was even doing the top 5 things to know about this Capricorn full moon, is that, you know, you're just always constantly looking at how to perfect things. And that is the old traditional way. We've shifted so much in the past year and a half that we don't have to do things by the book all the time. You know, we need to kind of be able to breathe within the uncomfortability of things not working out as we were meant to be. I want to get another few cards, clarification cards for Pyrite group, please. Okay, great. So we got 4 cards for awakening. So let's see what cards we got for you guys. Okay, so we have a lot of cards. So when we go deeper into what exactly with my projects do I need to not go into the, into the book with. So you got the renewal card, which is a root chakra, mysticism, which I'm going to talk about in a second, facade, and enlightenment. So I'm definitely seeing that you're just shifting so much. We're all shifting. Like all these readings I'm going to share with you guys, we're all changing, we're all shifting. But you're just looking for something to renew. You're looking for a little bit more motivation in your projects. You're feeling a little less creative right now. And this full moon's also going to be a little bit more reflective for you. But you have to understand with the flexibility card that you need to release a lot of judgment, whether that is coming from your psyche of your ego, or it's coming from very close loved ones that you actually look up to for advice. So this could be a parent, this could be a partner, someone that you tend to ask for things for support a lot of the time. So here it's saying, be flexible with the traditional way of what you are used to having things work out to be, and be comfortable with kind of like falling into that space. And for those who are just jumping in, we're on the Pyrite group right now for the things that you need to know. The mysticism book here, mysticism is talking about that we need to stop questioning why spirit is doing this. Like, why is spirit detouring things? Why is spirit questioning the way that I'm doing the things that they are? There are going to be things that universe is going to do that it's not going to make sense, along with us ending Mercury retrograde at the 24th. By that time, the energy is kind of out. We're out of it after the summer solstice. We're out of Mercury retrograde. So you guys are kind of at this point where there are things that universe is orchestrating for you next month that you can't see. And that is why they're challenging you to not do things by the book, not do things step by step. Be open, again, be flexible to what you need to focus on. Like, we need to keep that in mind, because if we do everything by the book, whether that is, our goals and writing how much money we want, or our health intentions, or where we want to be with our soulmates, or, marriage, or any celebrations that come through, we need to be flexible. But that doesn't mean we have to understand everything. And okay, this is coming in as well for you guys. So spiritually, I know when we're going through our spiritual growth, that it's so easy for us to overanalyze everything. Oh my gosh, I saw this bird. What does that mean? Oh, I saw this. Oh my God, what does that mean? I get it. I've done that before so many times, where I used to fixate on every single like sign that spirit would give us. But you have to understand that even if you're confused, the reason why is because spirit's kind of hiding some things from you, because they know that the moment that you know everything, that you're just going to want to do things by the book. You're going to want to do things a certain way, and you're kind of stubborn in that way. So where the facade card comes in is really telling you that there is this kind of ideology of how you think things should run. And that's not how things run. So with Mercury retrograde, again, a lot of just miscommunication with family and friends, with business clients, a lot of just like an awaken call of like money and like where you are with your finances. And for that reason, it's to awaken it. It's about giving you some enlightenment of what really matters for you, and just staying away from allowing yourself to go back to your old roots of maybe looking up to people that might not necessarily have the best interest for you. Now, I know it's hard because, again, a lot of us have changed. I was telling a friend the other day, some of the people I connect with, I don't connect with them as much as I used to a year ago. That is normal, right? But we have to understand that in order for us to continuously grow in our abundance, in the things that we want to manifest in our life, we have to be flexible with being truthful of where you are, not judging yourself from other people, but for you, like, where are you at with this project that you're creating, with these new intentions that you want to continue throughout this year of 2021? Be honest with yourself, lean into humility, be honest. And again, every time I'm talking to you guys, money keeps coming up. Again, maybe because I'm working with Pyrite here, but a lot of you guys have some really old, you know, ideologies of what abundance and success looks like, and you're renewing it and you're shifting it. So this full moon is all about like seeing how those have shifted or where you need to continue to shift. And just trusting the mystic of like spirit not telling you everything through a card reading, spirit not telling you everything through, you know, the moon. Maybe they'll just give you a bit on the full moon. You'll get kind of a taste of what do I need to stop restraining myself from in this growth and renewal process. The last card you guys got is a 10 card. Again, you guys are really working with new beginnings. A lot of ones in your cards. Like 3 of your cards, your main cards that are sending the energy, have ones. So I don't know if you guys have been seeing ones a lot. If you have been, let me know down below, because I'm seeing like ones is really big here. Here's the unfinished symphony. So again, it's just coming back to habits. Like it's really coming back to habits, the facade, the by the book, everything. It's like you're creating this project and you're continuously sticking with the same habits, the same things. And universe needs to just shake you on this full moon. It needs to be like, hey, give you some tough love, okay? In order for you to hit enlightenment on like what you're here to do or what questions you've been having from spirit that they haven't been showing you fully. Remember that the unfinished symphony also represents that we are just continuously on this hamster wheel. For example, what is the habit? This is a great like shadow work prompt for you. What is the habit or issue that you've been hitting time and time again? And every time you launch a new project, a business, a new product, you know, a health issue, or maybe even like meeting with new partners or new friendships or relationships. Relationships is a big thing with this Capricorn full moon. Like we're seeing this in our growth. So what things in your life, in your shadow work, have you been like really not looking outside of the box of your perspective? How can I be more truthful of what I need to actually change in order for me to hit enlightenment and to see what the spirit has ahead for me? There's going to be some surprises for you guys next month in July. I feel like this is going to come full circle for you guys right after Mercury retrograde of like, what do I need to shift and how do I need to go outside of the box? But for the meantime, be flexible. Surrendering to spirit's very important. I would actually encourage you guys to incorporate breath work in your everyday meditation. Breath is going to help you align that a little bit more and tune into breath. I've been doing a lot of breath work with my healings a lot recently. So even if you can just be silent for 5 minutes and take deep, deep breaths within your body to really align and ask yourself, what projects have you been working on? See what comes up intuitively. And then I want you to ask yourself, how am I not being flexible with these projects? What am I not being flexible with myself? How am I not being flexible with just like understanding what I need to finish? I also think that Pyrite group, you guys are people that maybe start a lot of projects and don't finish them. Universe is going to teach you that. It's going to say what projects in your life, what things have you committed to, intentions that you haven't been coming on your end. And that's why the mysticism comes in. It's like spirit's doing things behind the scene. Are you pulling up and doing your thing? And I'm just the messenger. Don't hate me. I'm just here to teach you guys and to bring in this alignment. But I definitely feel like that's something that's coming through. Now, I want to do this card as well. I want to do the work your light with your angel cards here before we get into the next part of your reading. So any messages from spirit, from Pyrite group? Okay, let's see. Okay. So we got 3 cards. 3 is a magic number. So the first card we got soul family. Call your soul tribe. You don't have to do this alone. So again, it's just saying that here, being flexible with things and this frustration and anger that's coming up from that. Ask yourself, what guides have you met already in your spiritual journey? And how can you ask them for support during this time of the unseen? This is also a time that maybe in your actual life, I know a lot of people have shifted their friend and support group. What does that look like for you? And how can I really focus on leaning into and asking for help when needed? How can I ask these people and kind of like pitch them your ideas, like people that you actually trust that want the best for you? This is a great time during this moon to create like a circle, like call a friend, chat with them, tell them a little bit more about what you're going through emotionally. I know around this time we're so used to being isolated because Mercury retrograde has been like punching us left, right, and center. But soul family is very important for you to actually see a different person perspective. And keep in mind, spirit will sometimes give us messages through people. That always happens. Sometimes I'm talking to someone, I'm like, I feel like I needed to hear that today. If you've ever experienced that, put a star emoji down below. But I feel like sometimes I talk to someone, I'm like, spirit brought you here. Like, you're a walking angel to share me something, because this is aligning. Like, I was talking to a girlfriend this morning and she was saying like something, and I was like, I'm going to share this story with her. She's like, that's exactly what I've been going through. So, it could be a stranger, it could be even someone in the grocery store that just put something in there, but follow your intuition of like how you can go outside of the book. Okay. We have the deep replenishment, so rest and retreat. So again, I think this card really aligns with the breathing card that we got for you guys. So just remembering to breathe, and this will help you a little bit more moving through the uncertainty during this Capricorn moon. Like, again, Spirit's not going to give you everything you want to know in clarity with your intentions, but they are going to make sure that you're feeling supported, and you will see more of what you've set intention in the next full moon. So just hold space for taking a break. It doesn't have to mean meditation. It can simply just mean like, I'm going to turn my phone off, or I'm going to just go and put some music on and draw and just do intuitive drawing, which is beautiful and very therapeutic. It could be going and gardening. I've been loving gardening, or just like going camping or going for a hike or walking. Like, ask yourself, what does deep replenishment look like for you? I think by the book also represents this type of like hustle culture that maybe some of you guys are still in. As the world opens up, we have to understand that hustle culture is non-existent. It's not the way of living our life. We've learned this in the whole year and a half. And I think that's why Mercury retrograde, it's really hitting you right, left, and center to pull you out of this feeling that you need to work a certain way, like change that ideology that your younger self has seen your parents worked as, of what money meant and what working hard and what success was. Like, we need to shift that. We need to shift this unfinished symphony of like what that abundance looks like. For you guys who don't know, like, I really, really schedule in my self-care every single month, as much as I schedule a healing with someone or a video that I record for you guys. So self-care is so important. Without your body, you can't do it. You're not here. So we need to understand that abundance isn't the hustle culture. It never was. It was the, masculine that we have in our society that has been, really harmed and wounded. And it has caused us to not honor and replenish ourselves and be with ourselves in our feminine in a healthy way. The other card I got for you guys is double plane. So I do feel, if you guys relate with Pele's or anything at all with this type of being, you can look it up. But this is just saying uplifting humanity. So I do feel that you are meant to uplift people, support people. And I definitely think that around this time, going into July, you might even find some collaborations that align with you. Just try your best to stay away from going against your intuition of what feels good to you, okay? You are meant to help humanity in some way, just Pyrite group in general. That's why making money for you is so easy when you are in your full alignment. And again, like, think outside the book, think outside of what you've been taught, challenge your younger self of what are the wounded lessons that I've learned and how can I heal that through replenishing my body, by finding space for my soul family, from people who align with me and can see eye to eye with me, okay? I love your card reading. It's really great. Let's see what else we have. Let's see what for final things before we get to the next group in their reading is this one here. Let's do an affirmation for Pyrite group. What affirmations do we have for Pyrite group? I love doing these ones where I actually lie them down, because then sometimes I can hold into it and honor in that energy as well. Okay. Oh, I love these cards for you guys. So let's see what we got. So we got 3 cards, another divine number here. The first card I got for you is patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So like I mentioned with the buy the book, I keep going to this card, but I'm telling you guys, when I pulled it out, it screamed for Pyrite group. Like, this is literally what aligns with all of your cards here. And again, feel free to write down your cards and journal on it on the day of the full moon and see what comes through with the messages I have here. But it's crazy. Like, it's literally crazy. So patience is needed here. Like I said, universe is detouring some things for you because it needs you to listen, to be flexible. It needs you to understand that you maybe start projects and don't end them, and you need to understand why that is. Are you avoiding something? Are you, do you have so many ideas up here, but you're not grounded, right? That's something I've been working through too, is like, sometimes we have so many ideas of how we want to be successful, how we want to bring abundance, how we want to shift our life, but then we're not patient, and we're not understanding that because of that impatience, it actually causes us to be delayed, because spirit wants to make sure that you can receive it. That's your guides also looking into you as well. Woo! Excuse me. The other one we have is service. So I feel good when I help others. So this card just screams this card that I got for you guys. And this is just saying that service is so... Woo! Excuse me. Whenever I sneeze and I'm doing a reading, I know I'm about to say like something truthful. Every time I'm doing like a live or anything, it's always like that. So here it's really saying that, how can I service myself and replenish my energy during this Capricorn full moon after a crazy Mercury retrograde of detours and so many things that Spirit's been saying? Thank you guys. And also, how can I allow myself to service other people through that? So for example, if you're someone who is, I'm just going to give an example because I know a lot of you guys are, space holders yourself. If you're a healer and I don't meditate, I don't, go get a meditation, I don't like journal, I don't do all those things, but I'm going and I'm being a space holder. And for my intention and my purpose as helping humanity, I'm telling people to do the same. Practice what you preach here, Pyrite group. You can't be saying that you want to help the world if you're not helping yourself, or you're giving yourself excuses that I don't have the money or whatever. There's so many things. Like, I used to have spa day on a Sunday and just get some stuff at Shoppers, or I guess for you guys it'd be like, I don't know what's the equivalent in the States, but it's like a pharmacy. I'm in Canada. But I used to go there and like get my stuff that I wanted and just do a full on, just like self-care. And I used to love that. Like, that was my day. That was my time for myself. So what I'm trying to say is, your cup is not full, but you're telling people to fill their cup, then it's going to be harder for you to attract abundance because you're not practicing what you preach. And again, Capricorn is just coming strong because we just finished. It's like the finale. Like, think of an opera and the last song that just hits. This is the last song for this month. Like, what have you really learned? Have you really serviced yourself over Mercury retrograde? Or have you made an excuse of like how things are not working for you? They're not working the way that you like it to be. And I'm just going to like get angry at the world, not do anything. Like, we need to service ourselves. So be honest, which is the last card I got for you guys, honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect the truth from myself. you are the driver of the truth of what you want to see. And if with the unfinished symphony, what this card is coming in again is saying that there are some truths that you're just covering right now. And that is what's calling you to look at this deeper. So remember that honesty is so important to yourself of how am I servicing myself? How am I servicing others? How am I being aligned with my energy? Or am I just not practicing what I'm preaching? Okay. So, woo, I just did half day. So that's been interesting. Okay. So that is your reading, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I loved the depth of this reading and the energy of it. I'm just really feeling it with you, Pyrite group. Let me know what card you probably loved, and also put a dolphin emoji if you made it to this point of the reading in the comment section, and just let me know what aligns with you, because I really would love to hear. I love looking through the comments. If you guys are watching this before Summer Solstice, I am doing a healing circle. Summer Solstice is a time of manifestation. And if you guys are trying to manifest outside of just like, how do I go outside of the book? I would highly suggest attending to that. That will be in the community post. I'll also post it down below as well for you guys. And yeah, it's going to be really great. We're going to be doing a healing circle, manifestation techniques, Q&A. It's an intimate group, so there's only a few spots available, so I'd highly suggest it. And if it's after Summer Solstice, or regardless, you guys can join me on the 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern time for a live meditation and healing on the YouTube channel. So love doing them. I do them every month for every full moon and new moon, and it's an opportunity for you to receive healing and to have a community, because you need a soul family, right? So let's continue. Let's start with the next group. Let me know what you guys are feeling. I love these cards. They're so great. Okay. So the next group is Tourmaline group, and I'm actually going to burn some sage. Just to clear up our space. Do it every single time. Ooh. My sage is so big, so I have to control the smoke, because then it will just go crazy. Give me a second. Okay. Let's do Tourmaline group. So this is your reading for this Capricorn full moon. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Oh, thank you so much, Alice. I appreciate you for donating to the channel. That's awesome. I love that it aligned with you. Okay. So let's see. Tourmaline group, let's see what's for you. Let's see. Ooh, the energy is different here. So you guys got 4 cards. Let's start. We got Milk and Honey, Leg Up, Yang, and Go the Distance. So the first thing I want to share with you guys is Milk and Honey is such a good card. Like, this basically means that, like, abundance is coming to you. Like, you're getting, and not only abundance, but just like opportunities are coming for you. So if you're applying for a job or something, like after Mercury retrograde, this is a time where you can start acting on what you want to do. Honey is like it's connected with bees. Bees mean abundance. Bees mean happiness. Bees mean alignment, collaboration. So I do feel like that energy, and the milk is definitely this essence of like pure, like just sacredness, sacred energy, sacred being coming through. So I love that so much. You have a 5-1 card, and for some reason 5 came up when I was pulling up the card. So if you've been seeing 555, if you've been connecting with the number 5, which means a lot of changes happening, I do feel like that's coming in. You guys are kind of honoring your masculine energy. You want to get stuff done, Tourmaline group. Okay, you want to get things done. You are done with toxic people. You are done with toxic relationships, toxic money, toxic like everything. You're just like toxic foods. You're just like ready. And in this, because of this Capricorn and this like shaking up of the Mercury retrograde, this basically means that because you're ready to change, the new things are coming in. Like it's flowing in. I also want to just mention, and again, elephant energy here. Got that for the other group as well. There's an elephant bathing in its honey and its milk, right? So you're just getting like double blessings. Blessings are coming. They're pouring out for you, Tourmaline group. I also want to mention that Tourmaline represents protection. If you guys are psychics, if you are someone who's like aligned in that space, or you're quite interconnected and just like knowing things and your intuition, this might be why you connected with this. It is a very cleansing crystal. It represents protecting your energy away from just like, not feeling that, not aligned with me, I'm not for it, right? So I'm feeling that. The other card I got is a leg up. So the leg up card is just saying that even though you're in this masculine energy of like getting things done, abundance, blessings, don't be afraid to ask for help. I know you're just done. You're done with people. You're just angry at the world. You're angry at everything. And you're just like, bye, get out. Like, I don't even want to see you. I feel you. I'm a Scorpio. I get that energy. Like, I totally get that. However, that being said, we need to get out of our ego, like get your body, your mind out of your ego of pride because of these blessings. We still have to be grateful. We still have to come back to our self and our authentic self. So be able to ask your loved ones or those that respect your energy, because now that Mercury retrograde really taught you like who's here to be here, like which people in my group are here till the end and which people are not. And that's why I'm just saying that don't judge yourself if you go to people to ask for help after cutting out all these people out of your life. I know it's so easy to be like, man, okay, I can't ask for help because I'm just like tired. You're like angry. You need to release that. And I would highly suggest doing some pillow screaming, because that's been a savior through the anger and releasing that energy too. So if you just pillow scream, it's going to help you release so much out of your body. Okay. So leg up just really means ask for help, ask for support. Don't be afraid, even though you're on your energy. You've cut so many people out. You've seen so many things go up after the Mercury retrograde. Things are becoming more grounded. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Now, the yang energy, the reason why I really connected with milk and honey is because of the yang energy. Yang represents masculine, so structure. I am calling in, there's a 1 card. This is number 1. So changes, and your first card with honey milk was 5-1. So we're seeing changes in the new beginnings and projects that you have setted, and now they're coming into the space. The yang represents we got to act. Okay, enough talking about it. Stop being in your head of fear. I know that's one thing that people who are very intuitive, psychic, like they're just kind of, they see the world a lot and we have fear in that space. You need to stop being fearful and you need to start being embracive, right? Think about fear and excitement. They have the same, like basically reactions. But if we change that mindset, we shift and we tap in through hypnosis or through your own just like mantras or alignment and breath, it can really help you. So what the yang card is telling you is you got to act and go the extra distance for you to create what you want. Like stop being on the safe space. Stop playing it safe. If you play it safe all the time, you're never going to be able to create the abundance. Like we're not acting as if with manifestation, we're actually doing it and living it. And I can't stress enough, if you want to make $10,000 every single month, if you want to buy your dream home, if you want to move halfway across the world and live and be in a different place, if you want a partner, a soulmate, you need to act in that energy. You can't just be like, okay, I want to manifest it, I want to script it, and I'll just wait here. Capricorn is telling you here with the full moon that your milk and honey is here. Why are you holding yourself back? Act the same way you would if your husband or your wife or your person or your partner came home and was like, hey, here's everything. I got your spa, I got your bath ready, I got everything there. Come home as if you are that person who makes $10,000, $15,000 a month or whatever amount that you want to make. Come home to the home that you want to, respect the energy and the environment you have as it is. Even if you are in a relationship or maybe in a home, where there are people who might be negative. Again, Tourmaline it keeps coming in. Every time I look at this card, it's telling me that there are some people maybe around you still that you're just cutting off, around this time. You're using that masculine energy for that, but we need to act as if. We need to we need to act as we are, as in this energy. It's so important. I'm going to pull out some more cards because Spirit's just like, I feel fire energy. Like you guys are just like, you have this fire to you. And I just want to, let's see, 3 cards here. Discovery, mysticism, vanity. Okay, let's get this straight. So the first thing is discovery. You are going to find a lot of like groundingness for yourself. And notice that the relationships you've cut out or you've burnt out or the way that you've protected your energy, you're going to actually start to have to speak up of what you really want. Again, I can't stress enough. It's amazing to say that I want to have the house. I want to have this, but be specific. I want the house with 3 bedrooms, brick home, backyard for a garden with how much square feet. I want to have, white subway tiles. I want to have wooden floors. I want to have this, and this in this neighborhood. Be specific and preach it, like live it, breathe it, be it. Don't act as if, because again, that is what's going to help you discover what this honey and milk is, right? If you're saying $10,000, but you don't even know what it is, what you're going to put it for, like it means nothing at that point. Money is actually doesn't mean anything unless we allow it to. Like the value of money is paper, right? And it is in the economy. But at the same time, if you don't respect that money, if you hate that money, if you're scared of that money, if you're scared of looking at your bank account, if you hate paying your bills, well, I can't tell you right now that you won't be able to attract the money. You need to work on this relationship. You need to work on this relationship so much. And if we just take away from money and say, for example, a partner, if you don't like people who only call you when they want something, then you need to start cutting out the people, even though if you're scared of being alone. I saw this TikTok the other day of this guy saying like, what a spiritual awakening is like. And I love it. I wish I can show you guys. But he was just showing like when all your friends are out of your life and you're the only one woke, like that is a thing. Like put a star emoji if you know what I'm saying. Like it's happening to me like this past 2 years. I cut people out. It's a part of it. It's part of discovering ourselves. So part of discovering ourselves is the shadow work, but it's also claiming what's ours. And that's what allows us to integrate the new ways that we've awakened, right? And be specific on the full moon. Script it out like it is actually in this space. It is actually in this space, in this dimension. Little reminder, alert coming through. So with the yang energy coming in, we got the vanity card. This is the throat chakra. So just be reminded that with the honey and milk, with all the blessings, don't allow the materialistic world to completely engorge and like soak you in. I know sometimes when we get all these blessings coming in, it can swell up our ego and then we forget to be grateful. So, keep in mind, this works in 2 ways. For some of you guys, that means get your head check in the space. Remember that money is energy. It's nothing else but energy. It's not class, it's not all those things that the masculine wounded has taught us. It's energy. Second part of it, some of you guys need to understand that vanity comes from people around you too. So you might have some people that you cut off, or if there's anyone around you that is vain or quite excessive of the way they look, or just it's creating this kind of manifesto of self-judgment for you, and it's not yours. So the tourmaline, why you got connected with it, is you need to really protect your energy at this time, because there's no way that you can figure out and be really specific with spirit, with universe, of what you want if you have someone else's energy distracting you. So a lot of you guys are going to feel angry because you're just like, why is so-and-so getting this? Why is so-and-so doing this? Why? Stop judging. Go check out my video on top 5 things to know. Stop judging yourself on what that person has, right? They're living in their space. But is it affecting your energy? Ask yourself that question. And if it is, cut it out, because if not, spirit will. This is why this card's coming in. It's saying go the distance, figure out exactly what you want, be specific, stay away from the judgment of people, keep protecting that energy, and claim what is yours. It's not their story, it is your story. I can't stress this enough. It's not your story, it is theirs, it's your story. Put that in the comment section. It is not their story. It is my story. It is my life. It is my energy. It is my money. It is my home. It is my soulmate. It is no one else's. So if someone comes around and says that partner is not good for you, do you think that partner is not good for you? If not, if they align with you, great. That's awesome. If someone comes around and says that job does not pay enough, you should not, and tells you their 2 cents, is that them releasing what's not yours? Go check out my video on how to protect your energy with family, friends, and people. Like, that's going to help you out a lot. I did a video on that because we have to understand it's not your ish, it's theirs, right? So protect your energy in the space. Use and lean into the masculine to not be on a maybe, but say yes and say no. And one thing that my mentor told me this weekend that I wanted to share with you guys that just really aligns. If we cannot say no, we are not a full yes. And what that means is that if you have a hard time telling people no for things, group, Tourmaline, if you're having a hard time saying no to yourself, saying no to just anything in life, no matter who the person is or what the circumstance is, then you are never going to be a full yes, right? Because you don't know what no is. So if you don't do that, then we're not respecting our energy and saying no. So in order for us to go the distance, we have to say no. We have to say yes. We have to say a heck no and a heck yes. We can't just say a heck yes and a maybe, or I don't know, I can't do it because I feel bad for so-and-so. Judgment is going to rule your life. We don't want that here. That's why you're connected with this. And I'm on this fiery energy right now with Tourmaline group because Spirit's just like, cut it out. Like, we are just not here for this. Okay. So go the extra distance, claim what's yours, be specific, like you're breathing and you are living it because you are living it, not like as if you are being it and you're being what you want it to be. And ask the right people for help. Don't ask the person that is going to let you down or won't be there for you when you are in that space, you know, and make sure you are not in vain of materialistic stuff. And if there's anyone around you that is quite vain, be protective of their energy, please. Even if it's loved ones, I'm sorry, but we can love them. Do we need to like them? Sometimes no, right? That's family. We're born into a family to learn, to experience, to understand how we can be our own individual being in this world. But again, all of what I'm sharing with you is all for you to discover yourself, to discover what this honey and milk is. What is abundance to you? For me, abundance is being on the beach somewhere or at a cottage enjoying myself with my garden. That is abundance to me. Abundance to me is being able to cook food because I love food from the earth. Abundance to me is being able to help and support amazing beings heal beyond their shadow. That's abundance for me. You got to define it for yourself as well. Let's see what cards we have for Spirit. Let me know if there's this calling, you guys, because this, I'm like on fire with you guys. So what cards do we have from Spirit for Tourmaline group? Okay. Okay. So let's see what cards we have. We have Soul Family again with this group. We had it in the last group. Boundaries. Okay. So again, I just like everything I said aligned here. So Soul Family, ask a leg up. Remember this card we talked about? Ask for the right people for support, and don't let your ego get shameful to ask for help. It doesn't mean that it discredits what you've worked for and the abundance to come in. If that means collaborations you can set up for July, do that for your business. Have a workout buddy if you're trying to get a fitness goal for yourself. You know, this is the time to do that. Create those soul families also in other dimensions, whether that's spirit or universe or ancestors. Like, tell them they're here and ask them for support. Next card we got is boundaries. So again, this goes with the vain card. We need to cut those people who are just like judging. Like, even if they're not judging you and they're judging someone else, they're going to judge you as well. Like, everyone's energy transfers over. If I'm sitting here and I'm in a group of people that are all negative about something that I don't truly align with, I'm still going to absorb that energy, even though I personally doesn't align with me. So you need to create boundaries, because we just got hit with a Mercury retrograde. You can't get yourself all wrapped up in this, because again, if you don't create boundaries, guys, if you don't see your nose, like, this card is going to basically say that spirit will just make things align with the energy that's around you, the environment that's around you. So where do you need to establish boundaries in your life? That is your shadow work question, Tourmaline group for your Capricorn full moon. What ways do I need to establish boundaries, and how can I establish boundaries better? The next one I have here is the Council of the Light. So just understanding, how can I have helpers in other realms in this space? Again, this aligns with the soul family. There are other helpers. There is spirit that's willing to do it, even though they are orchestrating stuff that you might not understand. Like, ask them, meditate for asking for just like divine answers. And I love this because in this card, we have all of the biggest gods, beings, like big goddesses in this picture. And what this is saying is that they are literally with you. They are leading you into your new life. They are leading you into your expansion of yourself, right? And even though this month has been a crazy one, and you have lost a lot of people along this way of your spiritual journey, and that you have lost a lot of things, whether that is money, whether that is a home, there's a lot of things that have been lost, right? You need to understand that this is all going to help you, right? And I'm getting the question, what if it's family? Gotta say no. I'm sorry. Gotta make boundaries. If mom keeps telling you about all the horrible things that happen, like, just be like, excuse yourself. Or when you see those cues, pull yourself out of the conversation. You can't allow yourself to be the punching bag for their pains, right? If they're not willing to heal, that's okay. Like, they will heal their own way. They will heal when you're doing your shadow work. But again, if you're asking the question, how do I make, boundaries with family in the house or people I live with? We can't do that. You need to create that. You need to release that deeper in, and it's understanding that more. If you want help with that, because that is something that I have experienced. I do have my mentoring program. It's not open till fall. But if you feel called to, that might be a space that you can go deeper into boundaries, because I can't stress, the moment I created boundaries, the next month, my healing business did 3 times better. I felt less sick. My endometriosis pain was not as bad as it was. I didn't notice how much these people were sucking their energy off of me, right? And I wasn't able to. Every time you lend someone money and stuff out of guilt, out of shame, out of pain, out of vain for their vain, out of judgment, because you're afraid of judgment, that is your energy that's going away. You're not managing it. I'm not saying that it's not good to give money to people from the heart, but from a wounded space, acting from a wounded space, that's where our energy can be hurt the most. So ask yourself, how can I create boundaries? And do I ever do anything that is outside of myself to either please someone or to either satisfy others? And why am I scared of saying no? These 3 questions will literally give you all the answers you need out of this reading. Go do that for this full moon. It's going to help you so, so much. And I love this reading. Let's go into your affirmations for the Tourmaline group. Let's see. Okay, you guys are getting really good cards. Again, I'm telling you, things are happening for you, not against you, this Capricorn. I know I'm preaching boundaries and everything, but I'm saying this out of love, because I know, I see, I feel what Spirit's trying to tell you, what they're giving you here, So the first thing is perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I put my mind to it. This is huge. I know I can say my no's to people, even though it's my mom, my dad, my sister. I know I can be able to create the success. I know I can cut those habits of going back to those relationships that don't serve me. I know that I can allow myself to ask for help when I need it. So understanding that perseverance and our work and the things you've done, your soul has done in this lifetime, has been so profound and has brought you to this point. And you should congratulate yourself, because perseverance is important. some of us would just throw the towel in. Not you. You've done it. You're working hard, and it's really being shown. And that's why you're getting the weeps of your rewards. Success. You guys are getting the 2 last cards I got for you guys. For it's amazing. So success. I know that there is a no greater goal than love, right? If I can say no with love, I'm not hurting the other person. If I say yes and it's not a full yes, and I'm just hanging out with someone because I feel guilty, I am also harming their energy. So understanding that love is the goal at the end of the day. Am I giving my loving energy here? Is it effortlessly, authentically me? Love is everything. So if I'm able to love money, love my relationships, if I'm able to love the script that I write of what I want to manifest, love the place that I'm in, because everything is our privilege here. We are in a human experience. And, you know, even in times where I was in a very dark, dark place, and just in a place where I didn't even think I would be here today doing this video with you guys, I understood that now sitting here, that was still a blessing, because I had things there that I was maybe so blocked that I didn't understand that was a blessing at the time. So simply just asking yourself, you know, how can I just bring more love in the things that I do? How can I be more loving by saying no to someone? Yes, no means loving too. Sometimes it can respect both of you guys if you allow it to be. But remember, don't do things out of judgment for other people. It's not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to, pleasing people doesn't do anything. It goes to an empty cup. It doesn't go to that person. Abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Release the judgment of vain and comparison, and you will be able to be a master manifester. When people say, well, how do you manifest things faster? It really comes down to, are you claiming it? Or are you just really just honing into other people's energy and helping other people manifest? Are you telling yourself that you can't because you're in this habitual kind of space of like, where I can't manifest, where I cannot be in the space? Like, you need to allow yourself to honor what you need and what you want in your life. You are abundant. It is your divine right. You came to this world as a soul to find out, and which is the fun part too, to find out what you're meant to be here for. What is your honor place? Now, I'm not saying that everyone does that. There are people when I go out in the world that are emptyless, living their life and hating their job. But are you going to choose to wake up and actually say that, you know, with love, with perseverance, I'm going to put the energy in the right places where my soul is pulling me to, using the yang masculine energy to discipline myself. You know, it's not all light and love and all that. Discipline is part of this journey as well, in a healthy way. And we need to understand that for us to manifest whatever we want, we need to know that it is in this reality right now. I'm already in my cottage house. I'm already living that life. I already have my cottage. What are you talking about? Like, that's the way we got to speak. That's the way that we have to hold that space. We also have to understand that abundance is not limitless, right? Like, figure your relationship with abundance in general during this full moon and where you're at, and your fears and how that's controlling you from where you're meant to focus. Okay, so I love this card. Tourmaline group, I hope you enjoy this card reading. Let me know down below what resonated with you. If you can put a bomb emoji if you've gotten this part, because we're bombing all of those like negative people and judgment, and we're releasing it. We're just like, bam, bye, leave. No, we're not doing that. We're not going there. Okay, we're just like releasing all the negative energy on ourselves. And for that, we need to celebrate it. So let me know down below. And also, if you guys watch this video before the 21st, I am having a healing for the summer solstice. So you can definitely join that with us. It'll be an intimate circle where we'll be meditating, doing manifestations. So if you want to manifest all this stuff, it will help you with that. And I will see you guys on June 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern time for a live meditation healing, which will be great. So I'm really excited for that. Let us do the next group, which is rose quartz. And I'm going to drink some water because I gotta drink some water. Okay. Next group. Whenever I do these, oh, man, like burned it. Let's do another one. We're doing the rose quartz group next. Perfect. Okay, so Rose Quartz group, this is your reading for this Capricorn full moon and what you need to know. I'm loving doing this live with you guys. It's so much fun. Let's see what we have for Rose Quartz group. Yes, 21st is our Summer Solice. That's on Zoom. It's not here. So check the community to sign up. And then our live is here on the 24th. So, okay. So Rose Quartz, what they need to know about this. Okay, I feel like these cards are calling me out. I always do that look when I know the cards that I'm pulling out. Actually, I think there's one more. There's one more here. It was in this latter part. I'm just going to lay them all out. Yeah, it was this one. Okay, so guys, Rose Quartz group. Loving group. Loving crystal. I love this crystal. I love this kind of card here. So you guys got 5. 5 being change, okay? And I feel like changes for a lot of people in this Capricorn, but this one's like a lot of changes. So let's see. So Rose, if you got connect with Rose Quartz, represents love, relaxation, self-love, self-confidence, being in that space. It's one of my favorite crystals, actually, that I love working with. So I love, love, love it. The first thing I want to share with you guys is fork in the road. You guys are in this situation where you're kind of just like kind of indecisive. For me, it really comes down to relationships because, again, this Capricorn is just coming into the space, whether this is your partner and kind of seeing yourself advance more than that person a little bit more. And you're on this fork of the road, like, do I stick with it or do I leave this relationship? It could be platonic. It could be like an actual relationship with someone intimately. But I do see that you're in a fork of a road of a decision. It is dependent on a relationship with someone, whether it's in the workspace, whether it's personally. And what Spirit's telling you here, that this fork is because of the changes that are coming and the wind of change is coming, the change in the wind. So just knowing that there are things moving quicker than expected. And maybe you expected to move in August and you're having to move in July. Or maybe you expected to quit your job and you're actually getting like, you know, either something happens at work or something that puts you in the situation. So what I'm trying to say is during the Capricorn full moon Rose Quartz group, it seems like there is a big change and it's forcing you to fall into that masculine energy and to lean into deciding what you need to do. It's not an easy decision, obviously, but this decision is because it's bringing up what is not for you in your life, what is not for you in the workspace, what is not for you spiritually. Also, like maybe you're noticing like your perspective on your space and you're releasing more judgment from yourself and you're understanding what you connect with, what you don't. Like for me, I love connecting with plant medicine. I know it is the way I'm meant to heal people. There are parts, the spiritual space is so big, right? And we have to try not to judge ourselves as we're in this journey. And I know it's so easy for us to come into that space, but sometimes it saddens us when we always look at what's not for us, or we look at like what we're not doing. So just know that with this energy, it's so soft. Like when I'm connecting, I'm talking to Rose Quartz group, I'm just feeling like the changes here that are happening for you is for your best interest. Even if it's just out of the ordinary, you didn't expect it, it's always for your best interest. And as I'm talking to you, it's raining, it's cleansing, love, the heart, sadness, pain. It's like subconsciously, this was going to happen anyways. This change was going to happen. And it's not the timeline you wanted, but it's at the time that you need, because either one, universe is trying to push you faster to that space and speeding with that. And we can't just like slowly rip the Band-Aid. We need to like rip it off. And that's why the chop wood is coming in. So coming to the space of being truthful to yourself of why this fork of the road or decision has arisen. Really reflect on why this change is happening in your life. And a great technique that I love to do is I love to breathe into my womb space. The womb is the ancient portal of all knowledge, of your soul print. And when we can breathe into the womb, male, female, they, them, whoever you are, when you can breathe into the womb, it holds space for you to understand, why have I brought here? Like, what did my subconscious was holding or thinking about in this time? And it kind of brings you between two worlds. Like you're kind of going against the collective perspective, perhaps. Maybe you have a different perspective. I'm not going to get into politics, but what I'm trying to say is right now in the world, people are kind of deciding on health and health decisions and vaccines and all those things that are going on. Do I go back to work? Do I not go back to work? You're at this fork of the road as the world opens up. And you just have to understand what is for you. What is the lifestyle that you want to create? And even though you are in between those worlds, just understanding that we have to say our truth, because if we don't say our truth and if we don't lose people along the way, we're actually not living our best life. I think a lot of us think that we have to hold every single relationship. And I think the purpose of certain people in our life is to teach us something at a certain point. And some of them is to teach us things for a lifetime. And what we're finding here is that between two worlds is saying that you're kind of between what the common majority is holding space for, family, friends, people in your life, and what you truly want and your new version wants to. And you're between your old self and your new self. There is a lot of judgment here as you go through the change. And really what's coming up to with the fork of the road is the fear is what's really honoring and allowing you to not decide what you want to. Again, change is the wind, like whether you decided or spirit, it is a change that is a little sooner than expected. That's what keeps coming up in my head. And spirit is completely helping you orchestrate this, but you need to trust. Like, I know Mercury retrograde gave you so much. My heart is like bursting when I'm talking to you right now. But at the same time, it's like you've worked for this, like you're coming to this space. Let's see what else Spirit has for the Rose Quartz group for this Capricorn. Oh, man. Ooh. Let's see. Okay, so one more. 2 cards came out. Okay, so a lot of cards coming in. We got 5 cards again. Change. Change is like the biggest theme for you guys. Like, you are changing in some way during this Capricorn, whether you like it or not. Do you want to resist it or do you want to flow with it? Up to you. Your decision. I am just the messenger. I love you, but listen to the spirit. That's what I would suggest. So the first card I got for you is bittersweet. So I do think that at the end of the day, this change is not, it will bring this grief to come up. It might even trigger something familiar from the past, but just knowing that we're not perfect and that no matter if you move in a few months earlier than you expected, or you leave your job earlier than you expected, or you end up slowing down in a relationship, or that date didn't work out well, or whatever the change that's happening in your life, or a move or whatever it is, moving comes up a lot for you guys. Just knowing that there's no perfect time. Like, there really isn't. No matter how perfect the ideal situation would be for you to make that decision that you're looking at, that at the end of the day, things would still arise to teach you more. So follow your intuition with this decision. I would really, really, really suggest doing your womb breath to listen to that. Soulmates come up. So whether this is a soulmate, if someone is intimately in your relationship, but I just think that either they're changing or you're changing quite quickly. And in doing that, it's causing you guys to maybe shift a little bit. And I'm kind of feeling that too, personally, to be honest with you guys. Like, I am advancing a lot. You guys are advancing Rose Quartz group really quickly. And it's opening your heart in ways that you didn't expect. It is allowing you to honor grief and sadness and pain and shift those perspectives and emotions that you've seen before. But it's also causing you to open your heart and have this unconditional love that you've never felt before for yourself, for your body, for your for people. It's so deep, the depth of it. And in doing that, the soulmate card comes in, is that there will be someone here that's going to help you change a little bit more. It might be someone a little bit older than you, someone who has this older kind of ancient energy to them. That, not saying that they are old, but I'm just saying that they will kind of help you in this space, and understand that the perfection is not for you. It's not meant for this life experience, this human experience, to be perfected. It's coming in and understanding, how can we change our perspective every time we have a decision, even if it's a decision we've made before, or a move that we've done before with a similar situation. Are we actually getting the message that Spirit wants us? And don't judge yourself if it's the same situation similar to something in the past. Just think of it as an opportunity for the lesson, so you can finally learn this lesson and heal this lesson, right? At the divine timing. Perception comes in. So I do think that your perception goes in. I will point out, and the reason why I'm pointing it out is because, number one, I've been seeing this spirit animal a lot, and I know a lot of you guys have been, just because of change is your energy here. Butterflies represent change. So if you have been seeing butterflies, let me know with the butterfly emoji down below. But I just feel like there's a lot of like perception changing. Like, you're just so much. You have changed so much during this month alone, the past 3 weeks. And I think you need to sit with yourself and reflect on that, and just cry. Have a good cry about it, because I love a good cry. When was the last time you cried? Because I'm seeing that that's going to help you get a clearer mind. Perceptions are going to change, of like, that change is actually good, and unexpected events are actually good. It's never to work against us. It's always to work with us, and to always be reminded of that. The next card you got is joy. So I do think that at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, is this change going to make me happy, right? Is this change going to help me at the end? And it will. It really will. Like, even though the timing is not right, perhaps, or a little bit earlier, or different, or detoured, or whatever it is, it will help you a lot. And we live this life for joy, right? And sometimes we have to feel our pain to feel more love in our heart. That's why I always believe that when people pass away, that every single time someone passes away, your heart opens deeper than it has. A lot of people say that when their grandparents pass away, or someone in their life passes away, they end up feeling this shift that happens in their heart. It's almost like this deep grief that brings them to align with, is there changes that have to be? Right? When we're at our lowest, we understand like what really needs to be changed here. And at the end of the day, that's the joy. That's the joy coming through. And I want to read this part because I love this card, and I love the sentence that it brings, just to bring you guys deeper in. What can I invite happiness into my life? Being present is not the same as truly experiencing something. Are you telling yourself that you're happy in your relationships and where you are in your life because it's easier? Or are you actually listening to consciously, am I actually joyful here? Sometimes change is not easy. It's never easy. Like, it truly is not. It was not easy for me to come from a PR world to knowing in my heart that I had these gifts and I wanted to go into healing, and being scared of the judgment, right? So understanding that beyond the judgment, are you happy with your life right now? And what decisions at the fork of the road and changes do you need to create in order for it to flow, right? Like, really coming into that space is so important. Your joy is more important than anything. And if that means disconnecting from a relationship, if that means disconnecting from a job, not for the judgment of yourself or others or your ego, but for your true essence of your authentic higher self, then we need to do that. So I love these cards that came out. Let's see what your angels are talking about here. I love that you guys are saying that you've been seeing the butterfly and the ladybugs. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Definitely change coming through. So let's see if the Rose Quartz group. A lot of soul family coming in. I think that's a theme for a lot of people during this time. Oh, I love these cards for you. So your spirit guides and angels have the following messages for you for this Capricorn full moon. We have the play card. Have fun, celebrate your life and this change. How can I change my perception to see that this unexpected change is actually for the best for me? How can I understand that this pain and bittersweet that I'm feeling is going to open me more? How is it going to allow me to just like not do everything by the book and just flow with it? I think it's so important that we understand that our inner child can teach us how to play. And if we didn't have that opportunity, how can we play and learn how to play more in our life, in our energy, in our being? Soul family is so important here. So again, because you got the soulmates card, so it's just saying that whether it's a partner or someone in your life, they're going to be there to support you. And if you don't feel that support in this dimension, feel free to call in your guides, spirit, or ancestors. The ever-unfolding rose cracking open. It's happening for you, not against you here. All blessings. Yes, I love it. So here it's just saying that with the rose energy that everything is just opening up for you, and it's allowing you with this change to become more creative, to be more inspired, to, enlighten this inner childness of yourself that you have, and to finally not be between two spaces and to finally honor that space without feeling the sense of judgment. Judgment is only existent if you allow it to be. And we need to honor that. So if you guys feel called to, I would highly, highly suggest asking yourself, how has this change or this unexpected change actually benefited me to help me grow as a being? And how can I, connect with it deeper? Okay, so we have that reading here. I love this. It's such a calming energy with the rose quartz. Let's see what you guys have for your affirmations for the Capricorn full moon. Let's see. Let me know if anything's resonating with you guys, by the way. Okay, so you guys got 4 cards, which I think are so beautiful. Okay, 222. I know, I love it. I love the numbers. Okay, so we have the following ones here. I love the 2. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it's 222. Energy, guys. Energy. Numbers coming through. So perseverance is the first thing. So I know that I can do whatever I put my mind to. So just knowing that even though these decisions, hard decisions are coming your way, it is telling you that you are able to get through it. And that's why you got the trust card as well. Trust in the process. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So understanding that at the end of the day, your voice inside is what helps you at the end. So I would highly, highly, highly suggest working with the third eye to stop that inner chatter of like causing you to not think less from the fear base and more from what you truly want, and understanding that fear is actually a good thing for us to go in deeper of what our decisions here and what we truly want to hold and what we want to express. So trust, please do trust. I do see that here with so many changes. Sometimes it's overwhelming and we need to trust the process. Gratitude, this heart chakra one. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities it presents. So seeing that every change is an opportunity, everything in our life is an opportunity. It's always for us here. Gratitude, giving gratitude for even the unexpected and even the shifts and the kind of surprising things that occur can allow us to honor it more. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. You can't change it. You can't think and sit there and say, what could have I done to avoid this change, this unexpected decision? The story that has laid out is for you. Accept it, surrender it, trust it. We can't regret. It's only lessons for us at the end of the day. But what we can do is when these lessons occur over and over again, are we actually applying them? Are we actually incorporating them and allowing us to break out of that life of living life for others and not ourselves? Great shadow work question. Am I living life for others and sacrificing my joy? Or for myself and see what comes up. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, Rose Quartz group. This was a beautiful reading for you. Let me know what aligned, what connected with you. Please, please, please let me know. Also, we will have the Summer Solice group, which will be posted on the community on YouTube, which will be on the 20th, and it will be 7 p.m. Eastern time. You can sign up for that. It will be an intimate group for energy healing and just manifesting, as the Summer Solice is a portal opening for us to manifest in a deep energies. I'm so excited for that. And don't forget to mark your calendars on the 24th of June at 8 p.m. Eastern time on here on this YouTube channel. The Summer Solice is on Zoom. This is on this YouTube channel, by the way. So we will be doing an energy healing for the full moon in Capricorn. I'm super excited for that. Let's do the next crystal, our final crystal. Final but not least, of course. We're going to do the Selenite. So let me cleanse the space. Let me know. Oh, also let me know, guys, if you've gotten this far on the reading with pink heart emoji. This is such a huge sage. I feel like I would use this for ceremony with the group healing. Beautiful. Okay, let's get into it. So if you chose the selenite, so cleansing, I love this. This is one of my favorite crystals. This is your reading for the Capricorn full moon and what you need to know. I'm just going to burn out this sage so it doesn't go crazy. Probably feeding off of the selenite energy. So let's see what we have. Okay. When you pull cards and you know it's going to be an energy. Okay, so we got 5 cards for you guys. Selenite group on what you need to know. Let's get into it. So we have the Yang card, we have Flexible, we have the Unfinished Symphony, we have the Never-Ending Story, and Come to the Edge. So a lot of you guys during Mercury retrograde have been going deep. Like it's been just very draining for you. Like I feel like draining for everyone, but for some reason, as soon as I got into it, the first thing I felt was my back hurt when I tapped into this energy. So what I'm holding here, what I'm seeing for this group is that there needs to be discipline of understanding that your trauma does not define you, this Capricorn. You are judging yourself so much on what has happened, what your story had been, and what it is not today. And it is literally coming at you, Mercury retrograde, going into Capricorn, going into Summer Solice. We have to understand that we need to use the discipline to release that. So the Yang card is just saying with the masculine energy, some of you guys might actually have masculine wounded. And you're seeing during this month, what that means is just like maybe, you know, father wounds or wounds from past lovers or partners. And it's causing you to have a really hard time to be clear of communicating what your boundaries are. And also like what you need to heal. So during this Capricorn full moon, just in general, just by seeing your cards, it's all about healing. It's all about releasing for you, Selenite group. That's why you felt connected. You just feel like you need to cleanse. This is a neutralizing crystal. I love these. This is a tower. And it's just saying that we need to be flexible with our day-to-day life for us to be able to hold space for ourselves of where we need to create more discipline in our shadow work healing here, how we need to create less judgment in our self-mind talk or a little chatter in the mind. The Unfinished Symphony is just saying like, and I'm going to actually show these 2 cards as well as the Never-Ending Story. These cards come together. We have a 10 for the Unfinished Symphony and a 3-7 for the numbers on it. So this is just saying that you keep saying the same stories and the same things that have been blocking you, and you are just done. Like I would highly suggest maybe after the full moon, if you guys feel called to either get someone to help and support you. This could be either a therapist, this could be a mentor. Like I do healings. I'm not able to support till September though. Applications are in August. Just a heads up for you guys. But you can still apply if you want to hold your spot to the application. You are just constantly like hearing this never ending story of like my trauma. Like it's like everything that you do in your life is like, if this didn't happen, this wouldn't happen. Like stop saying that to yourself, because every time we say that, if we say that if this doesn't happen, we're actually still in the energy of it happening. We're reliving that energy more. And the difference between living that pain, that grief, that sadness, that anger, that trauma, whatever's being triggered for you during this Capricorn full moon, and it's just telling you this Capricorn full moon's like, hello, like, come on, like get yourself up, stand up, let's put discipline, let's stop saying what needs to be changed and let's actually change it. Let's actually do it. So coming to the edge is just saying to lean into those energies. I always tell people with shadow work that we need to actually lean into our pain. I know it sounds so weird, but hold out with me here. For us to understand the unfinished things that just keep on coming back to us in our life, we need to actually like honor it, because when that happens, our body, our energetic body actually comes out of itself. So if you've gone through a trauma or sadness or grief as your younger self, as your younger little one, or even just like your older self, anything that has happened that has been bringing these old memories and emotions again, it's another reliving. It's a micro like coming and fracture out of your body. And every single time it's like, well, this keeps coming and this keeps happening. It's because we're allowing us to relive it. So if you can breathe into that, the biggest place that holds space is our solar plexus, which is who I am. I am mantra. I am my trauma. That is literally what's feeling in this. I am this. I am my pain. Pain is not normal. We're not supposed to feel pain. We're not supposed to feel judgment all the time. We're not supposed to judge ourselves. That's not the life we're living. That's not the life we're supposed to live. And unfortunately, in this society, it has taught us that A's and B's and pluses and all that is considered what is good. It has trained us to think that there is, this aspect of what is successful and what is not, what is supposed to be sick and what is not. Like emotional, mental, physical health is just as important as breaking your leg tomorrow. Like we have to understand that. So honor those emotions, lean into that, take some time. Maybe this might be a great time to look into a retreat for you guys to do, or some deep shadow work and healing. But you can't just keep on living this life and wanting it to leave without actually facing the fear of it. Okay. Come to the edge is really saying lean into it, trust, allow universe to catch you into that pain and to honor it. I would highly suggest you coming on June 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern time for our live meditation here to help you lean into this deeper, to release. Because again, I can't stress enough, the day that I stopped allowing my trauma to be my identity and stop saying like, this is what happened to me, like feeling bad for me for this space, is the day that I allowed myself to understand, man, okay, Shika, you need to honor yourself. You need to respect your energy. You need to know your worthiness. And that's what the yang is. Masculine energy, when we are a wounded masculine is defined as it is holding us. It is the structure of us to be able to be the creative being that we are, to be able to feel safe in ourselves. And I want you to ask yourself, do I feel safe in my emotions? If not, this is a great time to ask for support. This is a great time to finally end this feeling that you don't feel safe in your emotions. I want to ask Spirit a little bit more about chakras. As soon as I did that, guess what cards came up? Isolations and impatient, throat chakra. So again, oh my God, cards are going crazy here. Okay, there's one more. One more. Okay, so you guys got, again, my intuition, guys, when I do these readings are so aligned. I said trauma, right? And what are the two cards that came out? Throat chakra, two throat chakra cards, which I will share with you, two sacral cards. And when we go through trauma, the first place that we hold this feeling of unsafe is in our sacral. And it affects our throat because we're scared of speaking our truth, because we're scared of judgment. We're scared of judgment of our story, right? Of our trauma. So The cards we got here, the first cards that flew out, I just lifted it up and it came out, was impatience and isolation. I think a lot of you guys are just feeling isolated. Maybe you're in this dark space. I really encourage you to ask for help, even if it's just like a family friend, just be like, hey, I'm not okay today. And just have that, reach out. Impatience, like I know we want everything to happen the way it wants to, but during this Capricorn moon is teaching you that you got to be patient with yourself. You got to be patient with yourself. As much as you want things to go faster, we need to be patient with yourself. Isolation. So again, this comes into just saying that because there's so much going on, we need to hold space to understand, how do I isolate myself whenever something comes up about my trauma? Do I just keep not looking at it and letting it create dust in a corner? Or do I actually honor and lean into that emotion? And this is where the cards passion and self-worth comes. They are hand in hand, and they both came out for you guys. So Selenite group, for this Capricorn full moon, you're starting to notice that your worthiness is equal to the way that you see your trauma, right? If you don't see yourself worthy, if you keep speaking about what is hurting you, or if you keep not looking at shifting a perspective, it is going to block your ability to hold space for your soul, to honor the passion that you're meant to do for this lifetime. So during this full moon, I encourage you to hold space for that. I'm going to read this one because it's such a really good card. And it really just says, come sit in my chair and feel my love, says the great servant. So this is just saying, come sit in your chair, come sit in your pain, come feel what you have been avoiding, and honor that little child that is in you, your younger self, and what they need to release. Honor that point where you were just so stunned by trauma or pain, and you just grief and sadness and guilt and shame, and honor that being. How do I relate to the word deserving? Do I deserve things? Do I feel like I deserve abundance, money? Do I feel like I deserve happiness? Do I feel like I deserve love? Do I feel like I deserve safety? And the answer is no. Through when you breathe into your womb, that is your block here. This is what you are honored to release during the Capricorn full moon. Am I ready to allow myself to receive what others may not? Am I not receiving? Am I giving out of my space because I don't think I'm worthy to receive? Am I spending on other people because I don't think I'm worthy to receive? Am I, going above and beyond because I think I'm not worthy to receive? Do I feel uncomfortable when I receive things? These are all things to consider. And the passion card here, I love this card. I quietly sizzle and shine. When I can honor that space, this is where you can be. Are my daily actions supporting my real passions? Are my daily actions supporting me and who I truly am? Or is it just me in my wounded space? Visit your shadow this full moon. I challenge you to do this. I want you to honor your shadow, hold space for them. And I want you to sit with them and say, I want to connect with my shadow. I want you to look at them and be with them. Honor them, feel them, and be with them, and hold space for them. If that brings you to a moment when you were a little kid, that maybe something you didn't remember, something that you didn't even think would ever be the reason why this never-ending story keeps coming up, and create the discipline to hold that space and to honor it with full love and unconditional love, and be patient with that version of yourself, because it will take time. It will take time to heal. I'm a healer. I've been doing this for a while, and I'm still healing. The moment you stop healing and doing shadow work is the moment that you're done this lifetime. That's really what it comes down to, right? So shadow work is not a destination at this end of the day. You got to lean into it. Universe is calling you because it's saying that you are avoiding something. What are you avoiding? How are you repeating this never-ending story to avoid the big picture? And, ask yourself, what are the problems in your life? And ask yourself, why do you allow yourself to be in that space of feeling undeserving, unworthy? And this card came out, and I'm just going to pull it out because it's calling me. Trust in the niggling feeling. Trust in your intuition. What is the niggling feeling telling you here? What is the niggling feeling telling you to heal? What is the niggling feeling telling you what you deserve and how you have been avoiding or deserving, like what you deserve in this lifetime? How can you hold space for that? Awakening. The moment that you're able to release that never ending, it's going to be like, I'm telling you, when I did my healing, My first time, it felt like someone took 250 pounds off my shoulder that I didn't even know I was holding my whole life. This is where you can integrate that energy. This is where you can integrate all the spaces. And when that happens, you will come to an initiation. Initiation means you will get to a fork in the road where you can kind of decide in the threshold, this rite of passage to yourself, to your joy, to your self-worth, the way of unlocking your happiness, just Capricorn full moon, is to follow your intuition, to lean into the pain of your traumas, to honor that and to fully release this full moon. And in doing that, then you can figure out what your passions are, and you can allow yourself to see everything, everything align, everything come into the space. I love these cards. Okay, let's finish your reading, guys. Selenite group with one of these guys. Okay. So let's see what we have for Selenite group. Okay, so you guys got a lot of cards here. I'm just gonna pick them up. So the first card you got is imagination. I talked about sacral, and imagination and creativity is all in the sacral. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Create a new opportunity, a new perspective of this, a new reality of this. Don't allow this to be the never-ending story. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever my mind tells me to. I know that I can lean into that fear. I know I can honor my little child. I know I have that. I know that spirit is holding my hand every step of the way. YouTube doesn't allow me to do that. But every step of the way, it allows me. I'm very passionate about this. But allow yourself to be in this space of perseverance, okay? You are a hard worker. Those who have gone through the most pain are the ones that are the warriors. They are the warriors. I'm telling you this right now, from a warrior to warrior. You are warriors, but that doesn't mean that pain is okay. We need to end that. You need to hold space in this lifetime for you. Service. I can do when I can help others. So I can feel good when I help others. This is your space, right? If you want to help others, if you're in a space to create things with collaboration with other people, you need to release the judgment of yourself and others for your trauma. And you have to allow yourself to service you first to do that. Adversity. I accept the challenges in the best way to learn. Shadow work's not easy. I don't know who told anyone that shadow work was supposed to be easy. It is hard work. But the strength and the adversity and the perseverance and the passion that you have, Selenite group, is literally what brought you to this point, to these hard lessons. And this is an awakening. This is an awakening and a realization of how discipline and masculine can be safe, that you can be safe in that space. Whether you've had someone in a masculine energy who has showed you a wounded version of that, that is not it. That is not it, honey. That is not it. And we're going to help heal that, okay? If you guys aligned with this, please, please, please come to the Summer Solice. It's going to be on the 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Summer Solice is a portal opening for manifestation and really just honoring the rest of 2021 and what to expect for this energy. If you're ready to let go of this and get started, I will push you through that in that healing circle. Information is going to be in the community page. I'm going to post it down below once I'm done this as well, this live. And don't forget to mark your calendar on June 24th for a live meditation healing here on the channel. So it's going to be good. Just saying, you should probably come. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. This was so good. It was a little bit longer than I expected, but so, so good. I really enjoyed it. I cannot wait to see you guys just shift and just really shift. It's going to be amazing. This Capricorn full moon is no joke. It's like just like that, bam, it like comes down. It comes down and it tells you some tough love, but you're going to thank it at the end. And I just really want you to trust, even if you're having conflict that comes up during this time. Trust, trust, trust. Please do. Let me know what resonated with you down below. Put a sun emoji if you've made it this far to the reading. Let me know how you're feeling and everything during this full moon. I will have the top 5 things to know about this full moon down below for you guys. I'll probably link it at the end here for you. And thank you so much for joining me. I'm really excited for the June 24th to hang out with you guys, be in the space. I love you guys so much. I'm just reading everything. Everyone's like, cute tears. I love it. For my mentoring, like I said, you can apply for that right now. You just have to apply down below and book an application chat with me. And that just allows me to know if it aligns with you as well. And if you align to the program, applications will start again in August. So you can just choose a time that's best, fill in the form. Please fill it in as intuitively as best as you can. It helps me a lot too. And yeah, I'm really excited for the Summer Solice group. It's going to be bomb.com. Okay, so I'm gonna see you guys later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This was super fun. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, put notification bells, and I will see you guys soon. Beezoos, kisses, love you so much. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Bye.